Please. Nothing. Nothing.
Come on, man.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
Oh my lord, are you kidding me? Nothing. That is irritating as fuck.
We live, baby.
You know?
We live, baby.
Good shit.
Good shit.
Finally!
It's about time.
We've been sitting here for like an hour trying to get this thing to work and it was not working. Had to reset my router, had to do everything. Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex Thomas, sitting here with my boy John, another episode of Nerd Talk. We're very excited for this episode. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff been going on between Disney and Fox. There's a couple new trailers that have been released. We just watched a new trailer that we just seen, so we're going to talk about that as well. And also we're going to talk about our favorite Christmas movies. So let's go ahead and get into the news. Let's go ahead and get to the trailers we've seen this week. Obviously in the title I put the new Jurassic World trailer has been released. We're going to give our thoughts on that. What you think, John? What do you think of the Jurassic World trailer?
I like the trailer. I liked it a lot, actually. However, it does not feel like a Jurassic Park movie, which I'm a little disappointed about, but I'm not too disappointed about it. But the movie does look good. I'm definitely gonna go see it. I got the feel of like a true monster movie from this trailer. The franchise is known for being, well, at least Jurassic World and the original Jurassic Park. Those two movies are known for being adventure movies that that just happen to be that just happen to have dinosaurs or monsters in them. But this one feels like a true monster movie. It doesn't really feel like an adventure movie. People are definitely gonna get eaten in this movie.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be like kind of not saying Jurassic Park wide, but kind of like Jurassic Park. I enjoyed the trailer as well, but like I do agree with you. This does not feel like a Jurassic Park movie.
Right.
They're trying to make the dinosaurs more protagonists than antagonists. That we want to feel for these dinosaurs in this movie because obviously the island in the trailer, the island is basically about to get destroyed. The volcano is active, and they're trying to get the dinosaurs off the island. And the way I got the feeling of, do you really want these dinosaurs off the island? Where they're gonna go? What they're gonna do with these dinosaurs? That's the one thing I have a question going into the movie is what they're gonna do with the dinosaur. The island's basically destroyed. The volcano is active. Obviously, we see in the trailer. That's not a spoiler. And the dinosaur you see in the trailer, they run away. What are they gonna do with the dinosaurs? I do agree with you. People probably will be getting eaten in this movie. The only thing I probably do not like is the chemistry between Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. I did not like their chemistry. I didn't like it in the first movie. It did feel forced. That's probably the weakest part of the trailer, the way the trailer starts. I didn't like the way the trailer starts. I am excited for it. I didn't go see Jurassic World in theaters. I waited to the Blu-ray release to see it.
I saw it in theaters. It was a pretty good theater experience.
Really? Yeah. I waited to see it on Blu-ray. It was a pretty decent Blu-ray.
Especially the third act. The third act was really great to see on the big screen. I didn't see it the first day it came out. I saw it maybe like a week after it came out. But it was a good theater experience.
I waited to see it because I didn't get the hype though. You know, I got my Jurassic Park experience with the first three. I said, do we really need another one of these movies? And when I saw it, I said, oh, it's pretty. I got the feel basically like the first Jurassic Park movie. You know? But this is basically that Vision realized. That's why I took it back from it. Obviously, we know from the first movie, the island basically got destroyed, and they're going back to get the dinosaurs. That's the whole theme of this movie. I like that they brought back Jeff Goldblum. His character's coming back from the first Jurassic Park movie, the first 2 Jurassic Park movies. He's coming back. Now I want to know
technically the first one because they completely bypassed the second one.
But also the second one doesn't exist.
I don't think so. I think Jurassic World is a direct sequel to Jurassic Park.
So 2 and 3 don't exist in this world?
No, 2 and 3 don't exist. Three definitely doesn't exist.
Really?
I don't think 2 because 2 takes place on a different island.
I know.
Yeah, so they don't even address that island in Jurassic World.
Okay. Oh, so
one could mention that it doesn't take place. I don't know if they mention was it San Francisco?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they mentioned San Francisco, but I would have to watch it again to see. But I don't think they mentioned that movie at all.
Oh, okay. Well, the only reason we'll make the third one kind of relevant, they introduce the characters from the third one, but I don't think I enjoyed the third Jurassic Park movie, but it gets a lot of hate. I enjoyed the third Jurassic. That's the one I watched. That's the one I watched the most as a kid.
It was okay. It was a movie. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was a movie.
So that's the only way that one kind of recognition if they bring back those characters. Obviously, not going to see those characters. I don't think Sam Neill's going to come back to this universe, even though I would like to see him come back in this. I think it would be nice for a cameo, at least a cameo, to see Jeff Goldblum and him in the same room as they're older right now. He popped up in Thor, so who knows? He might pop up in this movie. Who knows? That was right now. He was in Thor. Is that it for this trailer? You want to talk about the next trailer?
Yeah, talk about it.
All right, we just saw the trailer for they released a new trailer for Ready Player One. Is Steven Spielberg directing this, right? He's directing this one?
I think
Steven Spielberg is directing this, and it looks pretty interesting, man.
It looks interesting. This trailer, I gotta admit, I like the first trailer a little bit better.
Too.
This trailer seems, they're trying to establish the narrative.
This is a story trailer.
Yeah,
the first trailer was to give you essence of what the
I don't think they executed it well. It felt all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on, but I haven't really figured out much from the trailer. Mm-hmm. They basically the Oasis is an alternate reality. It's kind of like a Matrix type world.
Right.
But the difference is like people like actually willingly jack into this Oasis, and the architect of the Oasis is holding a contest to find this Easter egg.
Mm.
And I think it's a ruse for something. I don't know what the stakes are, what the real motive is. But basically, if this contest continues, the Oasis will be destroyed.
Okay.
I was really confused watching the trailer.
Yeah. I think the one thing about this trailer is that this is just gonna be an Easter egg trailer. If you're an '80s kid, you're gonna point out all the '80s references, all the '80s things.
Absolutely.
That's the one thing that's probably gonna.
It's an '80s wet dream,
right?
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna kind of fall it back on it because that's the only thing that the movie's gonna get out of it. I mean, maybe the visuals and that's it, the '80s nostalgia.
I just hope.
Will the story hold up?
I hope that it's not another Sucker Punch.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone has seen Sucker Punch is basically, like I said, this movie is an '80s wet dream. Sucker Punch was like a Japanese culture nerd fest, or not even culture, just nerdy stuff from anime and just brought to real life. The narrative was very weak, and the characters kind of sucked. They were just nice to look at because they were pretty girls.
Right.
But the visuals in that movie were amazing, and I hope that this doesn't become that. I want a strong narrative with those amazing visuals, because like I said, that first trailer looked amazing. It looked great. It definitely set up the aesthetic of the movie. I'm just worried about the narrative now
Yeah.
because of this trailer. It just seems like everything is all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think we need with this movie right. I know with the title, it's hard to kind of get an essence of what the story is. I think they shouldn't have really told us what the story was. They should have just kept it as the trailer as being show us the visuals, show us the context, but don't show us the actual main story, what's going on.
Yeah,
let's go into it not knowing what's going on.
I would have been okay with them just showing that first trailer.
Yeah, because when I first saw it, I was kind of confused. Like maybe I want to go into the movie like that, not knowing what's the main story. We just know that there's this virtual reality world and people like going in there. Let's just go in on that.
Right.
I like that concept. When I was thinking, oh, maybe it's just basically that.
Right.
Maybe they should have kept it that way, not just telling us what the actual story is. But I got out based on it. Basically, they're gonna take down the Oasis because they're tired of people going into this service and stuff. That's why I felt like it was basically.
Maybe. I mean, like I said, I don't know. We got to see the movie and find out. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of this trailer. I like the first trailer better.
Yeah, me too. I definitely agree with you. Next on the agenda, we have a new Spider-Man trailer. They've been just releasing trailers left and right. Sony has their own animated thing going on. What's the trailer called? Spider-Man. What's the
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Into the Spider-Verse. This is basically the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Obviously, you know that Peter Parker doesn't exist in this new world. This is not tied into the MCU. This is Sony's own thing, and I got a feeling I like the trailer a little bit. It's only like a minute and 22 seconds or something like that. It's short.
It's not short.
Did they give us a date on the trailer? I didn't really get that. They didn't give us a date.
I don't think so, but we'll look that up.
I don't think they give us a date, but I like the style of it. It looks different. It looks different from anything I've seen. They tried to make it more like a comic book. It looks more like a comic book basically put on screen like an animated.
Yeah.
I kind of dig the style of it a little
You know what? I kind of got a vibe of TMNT. You know the animated Spider-Man movie that came out. Not Spider-Man.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
2009 or 2007, I think.
But this look more cartoon than CGI though.
Yeah, it's definitely it's CGI, but like the characters are.
It's more cartoony than actual like animation, like Toy Story or Shrek.
Yeah. It's a lot less 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely liked what I saw. You know, we finally get to see Miles Morales on the big screen, albeit it's not live action, but that's gonna come later. You know, Kevin Feige can confirm that Miles Morales will show up. He'll show up way later, so don't expect him anytime soon. He's not gonna be in Infinity War or Avengers 4, so don't expect that. But I do like that they are going with a different take on Spider-Man. They're going more weird. We've seen a lot of the New York friendly neighborhood Spider. We've seen a lot of friendly neighborhood Spider-Man where they're into the Spider-Verse, obviously. And what the Spider-Verse is, it's just different versions of Spider-Man. You got Noir Spider-Man. I think Spider-Gwen is going to make an appearance in this movie. Peter Parker from another universe is going to make his way into this movie. I think that Peter Parker that we see in the trailer is not the Peter Parker from Miles Morales' universe. I think that Peter Parker that we see in the trailer will be the classic Spider-Man. If anybody's into the comics, the classic Spider-Man is the Earth 616 Spider-Man. And the Earth that we're in Into the Spider-Verse is the ultimate universe where Peter Parker has passed away and Miles Morales has taken up the mantle of Spider-Man. He's a new Spider-Man. But I definitely am looking forward to it. I like the aesthetic of it. It seems very fast paced. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of action. I'm glad to see this type of Spider-Man movie. I'm glad to see animated one.
Especially on the big screen.
Yeah, on the big screen. Like they don't really make they don't make any live not live or animated superhero movies for the big screen. I think the last one that I can remember off the top of my head is Mask of the Phantasm.
Unless you want to count Lego Batman. I mean, but people count that superhero movie.
Yeah, you're right.
Lego Batman.
I give you that. Yeah.
The only reason why I probably was successful because of Lego movie. That's the only thing I have to say is, do you think this movie is going to be successful? Do you think it's going to be successful?
I don't know. Is it gonna be a financial success?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the most marketable superhero in the world. Is it gonna be a critical success? And that's a toss-up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it's gonna be a financial success. You know, Spider-Man out of any fictional character, Spider-Man makes the most money and has been for quite some time now. So.
We'll see how it goes. I enjoyed the trailer as well. I just love the style of it. It's different. That's the one thing I got from this. It's very different from anything we've gotten so far within the superhero genre. Just like you said, probably the last actual cartoon superhero movie got on the big screen is Batman Phantasm, because you can count Lego Batman. That's more animation, stop motion type film. It's not actually animation. I count this as a cartoon. Right. That's how I felt like. This is going to be an actual cartoon live action. We haven't got really a cartoon live action movie in the big screen. Was last one we probably got was Princess and the Frog. That's probably the last actual cartoon movie.
But that was Princess and the Frog was traditional hand drawn. This isn't hand drawn. Right. I mean, it's still CGI, but it has a cartoony feel. Right. Yeah, it has a cartoony feel, but like yeah, that was definitely Princess and the Frog.
I guess you say more like this is more like a video game type. Like that's how I felt. More like a video game type, but I guess I'm very excited for this because
kind of reminded me of a Telltale game.
Yes. I didn't want to say that, but I thought about that. I was like, oh, it looks like Telltale.
Yeah, Telltale games obviously they're CG, they're 3-dimensional, but they also
look like they're drawn.
Yeah, they look like they're drawn.
Shot of comic book.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to say that. Too much on the nose, because I feel like it looks like a Telltale game. It really does. It really does.
But not all Telltale games look like that, because Game of Thrones doesn't look like that at all.
Batman kind of doesn't look like that either. I mean, the more the Walking Dead games more look like that more.
But Batman definitely looks like a comic book.
Not that you have to play the newest one. The newest one kind of look more. It looks more animation more. It looks more like animation. It looks more like it's like more defined. Like the characters look more like they're actual characters, not just from a comic book.
Okay.
They put more detail on the character. Like their eyes look really like eyes. They look very like they're moving like regular people. Like it's not like it's like a Telltale game.
Yeah.
But
in the first Batman Telltale, they move kind of stiff.
Yep. In this one, they really don't. It feels like they're actual like they're putting effort into these, like they're making like real people. But that's how I felt about this trailer, and I just really want all superhero movies to be good. Like that's the one thing I did want to say is that I don't understand why people bash on each genre, because who doesn't want good quality? I mean, I want all these movies to be good. I never want them to be bad. That's why I really hope this movie is good, because if it's not good, then we know it's less creativity in the genre. It will go down if there's not any putting effort into these properties. I really do hope this does not tie into the MCU. I want them to be totally different. I think I like getting different things. I don't like everything being put in the same basket. We'll talk about that later when we get to the other news. But I really do enjoy a trailer. I don't think we need to get another trailer. We didn't get a release date. I think keep it to this and probably just show us a little bit of stuff.
It just says summer 2018.
Summer? Okay, so we'll get another trailer. We'll get another trailer. Yeah. Is that it for that? Is there any other trailers that came out this week? I don't think there's anything else. I don't think anything else came out this week in trailer wise. I'm still hype up on that Avengers trailer, man. I still been watching that shit every day. Next, we're gonna talk about some news. Obviously, Justice League is not doing what DC and Warner Brothers thought it would do, and I don't blame them, because other like us enjoying it, I do understand why this movie didn't do well. Obviously, we know the DC movies aren't really received as we like them. We're fans, so we enjoy them. But critic-wise and movie-wise, I mean, box office-wise, they've been going down. Besides Wonder Woman is out of the question. But from BVS to Suicide Squad down, those two movies right there kind of hit the marker of people really being excited for these movies. And people wasn't excited to see Justice League. Right now on the top superhero movies in the box office, it's gonna probably land at like 24 of all time. And that's not really good for Justice League because this is technically supposed to be the Avengers in DC. Ben Affleck is going to do his contract up till Flashpoint, but after Flashpoint, he's not coming back to be Batman. That means the Matt Reeves Batman movie won't be probably made till like 5 or 6 years from now. Because they still have to basically, they don't know what they're doing now. The only movies that are being made is the Wonder Woman movie and Aquaman and Flashpoint. That's the only thing we know right now. And obviously the Batman movie, but now we know that Ben Affleck's not going to be Batman anymore. Now they have to probably do all that over. But I think Matt Reeves came out and said that he wants to be a younger Batman anyway. He didn't want to do it, even a lot of things changed. He didn't want to do an older Batman. He wanted to do a younger Batman. So obviously we're going to cast someone younger, and that's what's going to make the timeline different. Obviously Flashpoint's going to change some things up. So I don't know how I feel about that. People said they didn't feel like.
I know exactly how I feel about it.
People said they didn't enjoy Ben Affleck's performance in Justice League Bruce Wayne. I enjoyed his performance. To me, he felt like he was the human out of everyone. He was the kind of like he didn't know if he can take this type of if he can do what all these other super beings can do, and that's the way I took his character. That's the way I felt like he was portraying it. I enjoyed Ben Affleck. He's the best part of Batman v Superman. I liked him popping up in Suicide Squad. I like that as well. I'm kind of sad to see him go. What are your thoughts, man?
Ben Affleck is the most comic book accurate Batman that we've seen on film. I thoroughly enjoyed his performances in BVS and his cameo, his extended cameo in Suicide Squad, as well as Justice League. Obviously, Justice League, the least out of the three, is the performance that I enjoyed. Only because you could tell where things were changed to make it light. Especially there's a point in when they're in the Batcave and Batman or Bruce is kind of being a dick to Wonder Woman, and I'm like, Batman wouldn't do that. I mean, he would, but he wouldn't. He's being petty. He's being childish.
Talking about when you bring up Steve.
Yeah. I was like, he would do that, but not that way. So I understand from that point of view people's criticisms of Ben Affleck as Batman, but other than that, he's the most comic book accurate Batman we've seen thus far. His fight scenes, or straight out of the Arkham games.
He probably has the best scene in BVS when he takes down the guard.
The warehouse scene. Yeah.
That's the best scene in BVS. That's the best scene.
That's one of the best Batman scenes ever. I think I understand why Ben Affleck is stepping away from the role. Despite what people think, Ben Affleck is actually very passionate about playing Batman, and I believe that he's decided to step away because with the given situation, he doesn't think that he can do this role justice, no pun intended. The way things are set up now. So I think he's going to they've already confirmed that he's going to be in Flashpoint. But
his contract's up till Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Flashpoint will be his last one if obviously he didn't sign up for the Matt Reeves Batman.
I think that what they should do is introduce the new younger Batman at the very end of Flashpoint, that creates that gives practicality. Did I say that right? It gives a practical reasoning to why there's a new Batman, and it'll be funny for Flash to actually acknowledge that he looks different in the context of the movie as well as in real life. That way, it will you can still keep the same continuity, soft reboot the franchise, or the DCEU, and still give some kind of level of understanding and comfort to casual fans as to why Batman looks different. Also, it'll give Ben Affleck a proper send off. When they address that change in the movie, I really hope that they do that. Just for the reason it feels right that way. I hate to see him go, because he's one of my favorite Batman, Bruce Wayne. Kevin Conroy said that Ben Affleck had the best balance of Batman and Bruce Wayne on screen, and I have to agree. I mean, personally, Christian Bale is my favorite Batman to watch on live screen. I think my definitive version of Batman is the Arkham games. Just because it took everything that I loved from the animated series Batman and took everything that we loved from the movies and comics and culminated it into one complete Batman. We've seen we saw everything in those Arkham games. You can't get any more Batman than the Arkham games.
You get all the lore.
Yeah, you get all the lore
You
in
go
Arkham
through all
games.
the character traits, all the
Yes.
character cards.
Even from
everything on every character.
Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins,
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight, that you get complete Batman lore. Even though they took it and did their own spin on it, you still get a complete Batman lore. But like I said, Kevin Conroy said he had the best balance, and I like I said, I have to agree. I hate to see him go. He was very excited about playing Batman when he first got to the role, and as years went by and critical response, you could see his excitement for that kind of waned. And it's unfortunate because he, like you said, that was
I wouldn't
the
say
one
the,
role
the,
he
the
wanted
fault,
to
the
play.
fault. The fault isn't on him though.
No, it's absolutely
It's
not.
not on him.
It's the
Obviously,
studio.
It's definitely WB. I think WB just need to let go of this and allow them to be their own studio.
They holding on too tight.
They're holding on too tight. They're letting too many cooks into the kitchen and allow them just have their own. Allow DC Comics and let the directors do what they need to do to make this universe succeed. Because that's the one thing Marvel has over DC, is that Disney isn't interfering with Marvel doing their thing. They allow Kevin Feige to be president of Marvel Studios, and he gives them the go of what they want to do for the MCU. That's why the MCU is so successful.
Kevin Feige sets the framework.
They don't have that.
That's the problem.
They don't have that. They don't have a guy setting the framework for the big universe. Obviously, they had that from the beginning with Kevin Feige.
Yeah, and they were going in that direction with Jeff Johns. He's now been demoted to a consultant role, which is a huge mistake.
They did that with a lot of people. You seen Emergency Awesome video. He made a video about that. He said a lot of things are changing. Certain people are in different positions now. So hopefully it's for the good, because those certain movies are still set to be out, obviously. We still know there's a Man of Steel coming. We know Henry Cavill is still up to be the Superman he was in Justice League. He's very happy to be that Superman. So we obviously know the direction they're going from Justice League is still going to happen, but obviously Flashpoint's just going to change things up and basically, like you said, soft reboot, and then we're going to go on from there. The only problem I have with that is, will Man of Steel 2 take place after the Flashpoint turn? How will Superman be different from this movie to that movie? So,
I think with the reception of Superman after Justice League, I don't think they're gonna change Superman at all. Good. The people that I do think they're gonna change, Cyborg, obviously Batman.
Yeah. Wonder Woman's not going nowhere.
Wonder Woman is not going to change. Cyborg and Batman will probably be very different going forward after Flashpoint. Superman will stay the same because, like I said, Justice League has the most comic book accurate Superman we've seen to date. Wonder Woman is damn near perfect.
That's the one that I can give Gal Gadot. People liked her so much for being that character. They really did not like her being that character. They did not like Gal Gadot playing that role. And when she showed up in BVS, she was the second best part of the movie next to Batman. And then when the Wonder Woman movie came out, that was the one movie I was more excited for other than Justice League. I was excited for Wonder Woman before I was Justice League because how good she was in BVS. And I'm just so happy that she is so damn good. And it's a good thing is that she's young. So she can play this character for at least a little while. That's the one that made me happy, that she can play this role.
And see that's the thing with WB. WB has no problem with their casting. Their casting is it's pretty good.
It's story and what design, which plan they want to do. That's the problem. They don't have a set plan and a set direction they want to go. That's the problem with DC.
Yeah, but like I was saying with the MCU, Kevin Feige sets the framework, and then he allows the filmmakers to make the film within that framework. The problem with WB is, one, like you said, they don't have any framework, and two, the executives want to nitpick and try to make the film themselves instead of allowing the people that they hired to make the film make the film. Just make the movie. Just let them make the movie. You're paying them millions of dollars to make the movie. Why would you pay somebody to do something for you just so you could do it yourself? That makes no sense. That's stupid.
That's WB. That's WB for you. That's probably the one thing I probably wouldn't want to make a movie for, because they ain't gonna interfere with what I'm doing unless it's obviously other than DC. I probably wouldn't want to do a DC property. It said Zack Snyder probably won't be back to do another.
And I don't blame him.
He probably
I don't blame him
to do another one because it's funny he's directed each big one, Man of Steel, BVS, and now this, and they've all been like this with the critics.
All he's ever done, I think all he's ever done is a Warner Brothers movie.
Right. I think all his properties been Warner Brothers.
Yeah. So and like I you know, if he don't come back to Warner Brothers, I don't blame him, man. Because I mean, Zack Snyder's one of my favorite directors. His visual style is unmatched. Like he has a distinct style, and he will definitely go down in history as one of the best visual directors we've ever seen. And if he decides to not work with WB again, more power to him. I think he should step away, because like I'm getting worked up. I'm tired of WB not allowing these people to make the movie. And I'm tired of fans blaming Zack Snyder, blaming Ben Affleck. Like they at the end of the day, they employees.
Yep. Basically, they have no say so on what's going on.
They don't have much.
The execs have the
they don't. Yeah, they have say so, but they don't have final say.
Yep. Definitely.
They can bring Ben Affleck can bring what he can to this character, but if the WB exec says no, then that's it. Because at the end of the day, he do signing the check.
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, you ain't never lied. You see everything you said is right.
And that's why Ben Affleck is walking away. That's why Zack Snyder is probably won't come back to WB, because these WB executives don't know what they're doing. They're trying to play catch up, and they don't have to.
Nope.
Be patient.
Nope.
That's what made the MCU work. You don't have to follow their exact formula. Just be patient.
Yep.
Make one story at a time.
Yep. Or do it like how they were doing. Don't make each thing set up to one. Do singular movies. Do singular movies. Don't make them connect.
Yeah.
Because obviously with
they
Marvel,
connect with Marvel.
They never connected. The only thing that connected was the end credit scene to show that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What connected them was Easter eggs.
Yep.
That's what connected them.
Yep.
You don't have to have all the stories intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that's what they did with BVS and Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Basically, BVS takes place right after Man of Steel, and that's the reason why BVS happens. It's because of Man of Steel.
And I'm okay with that, but the thing that I'm not okay with is that the aesthetics are so vastly different. Zack Snyder was establishing a dark aesthetic for the DCU in order for it to be hopeful going into the future,
mm-hmm.
which I was okay with. A lot of people didn't like how dark BVS was, but I was okay with it. Not a perfect movie. I still enjoy it. I still
mm-hmm.
watch it several times.
Mm-hmm.
They took that and turned it on its head. They made Justice League, as much as I love Justice League, they made it a little too light. They made it too hopeful.
I seen somebody. There's a lot of fluff in this movie.
It's a lot of
It's fluffy. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fluff. You can definitely tell that even with like some of the Steppenwolf doesn't seem like a threat.
Yeah.
He seemed like a kind of a Steppenwolf should be a dark villain.
Right.
He's not.
And what WB was doing, I get it. They were listening to us. They were listening to the fans. They were saying, okay, you didn't like the dark thing, okay, we'll do the light thing. They went from one end of the spectrum to the other opposite end of the spectrum. It's like it's cool to make a lighter movie, but you can't go from black to pink.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. we can go on this all day. We're ready to do another real Justice League. We ain't mean to do all that, but
sorry I went on my little rant, but I had to get that out.
I have nothing to say because like we said, we understand why Ben Affleck's walking away. We know he can do other greater things besides Batman. He's done other greater things, obviously. Probably more luck to you. Hopefully they find a decent actor to take up the mantle as Batman. There's rumors going on. I see Jake Gyllenhaal. They're talking about John Hamm. There's a lot of actors.
I'm okay with either one of them.
Me too. I really hope it's Jake Gyllenhaal. I want Jake Gyllenhaal to get another big franchise. He's been doing a lot of smaller roles,
small stuff.
but maybe he's good for that. I don't know if he can take on a big franchise like Batman. We'll have to wait and see. Not saying Jake Gyllenhaal's not a terrific actor. He really is, but this is a superhero movie. I mean, we said the same thing about Christian Bale. Christian Bale nailed it. I said that because I really didn't see Christian Bale's Batman when I first heard he was cast.
I didn't know who he was. The first Batman Begins was the first Christian Bale movie I've seen. So.
No, I seen American Psycho first. I not seen Shaft. He was in Shaft. You seen Shaft?
Yeah.
He was in that.
Who was he in Shaft?
He was the bad guy.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah, you're right.
He was in that. I seen that, and then I seen American Psycho first. Then I seen Batman Begins.
Yeah, I saw Batman Begins. Then I saw American Psycho. Then I saw Shaft.
Yeah, because I've
only seen Shaft once. I want to see American Psycho once.
Yeah, American Psycho is really good. That's worth watching multiple times because it's kind of a trick ending at the end of it. Kind of an Inception ending. What else? Like I said, I really hope Jake Gyllenhaal is that person that is cast because I really want him to I want him to get a big franchise. Like I say, he's been doing smaller roles, but he's good for that. But I think he's up to that next level. He needs to take a big franchise. Let's see what DC does next, because we obviously know Wonder Woman 2 is coming, Aquaman's coming. Those movies are already set to slate, and we already know Justice League is greenlit. Those movies are coming regardless. I don't know about the Flash movie. Obviously, Flashpoint probably will be Flash's main story. He will be the main character. Let's see what goes on.
They definitely took a huge step in the right direction.
Yes.
With Justice League as far as character development.
Yeah.
They definitely
Any of the characters. All the characters.
Yeah.
I say all the characters are very spot on with
yeah.
with what I want. I think all the characters are really good. That's probably the best part of the movie. Characters. It's the best part of the movie. The plot is just the villain.
Yeah.
Some of the visuals. Yeah.
You gotta have a plan. stop.
Trying to play catch up.
Yeah, stop.
Trying to play catch up.
Stop. They improvising. All right, Justice League and Flashpoint. They basing Flashpoint off of what Justice League does. Don't do that. Just make the movie. And that's all I have to say about that.
Alright, next on the agenda, we'll be talking about obviously what everyone else is talking about, that Disney is trying to get Fox's assets. Now, I want to get more into that because people think that Disney is trying to buy the Fox brand. Fox News, Fox Sports, all the Fox things we see, like there'll still be Fox News, Fox Sports, all that stuff will still be there. Disney is just trying to get Fox's assets, like their movie properties, the movie studios, things that they can benefit off of. They're obviously not going to benefit off the Fox Sports. Yeah, they're not going to benefit on that. They don't care about none of that. They care about their movie properties. Just that's really the main thing is that we're talking about is the movie properties because of X-Men.
Yeah, their end goal is to have the rights to all of this. For Marvel to have the rights to all their characters. That is the end goal. They don't care about any other thing other than the Marvel. Everything else is bonus.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And that's the one thing we was talking about earlier. I think that's all really they want is the Marvel characters. I think they're gonna allow them to do. And I think they don't want all the characters. Everyone think they want all the Marvel characters. I think in the contract,
they want all the big ones.
It will be certain ones. I really don't want them to get Deadpool. I like Deadpool being his own thing. Like if he pops up, nothing to do like a fourth wall thing where he just pops up for no reason. Like do it like that. I don't want him to be in the MCU because he doesn't fit in the MCU. In my opinion, he doesn't really fit in there. I really want him to be doing his own thing like he's doing. Like I really want him to be kind of his own standalone thing. If they do get him, make him not separate in the MCU, kind of like how Sony's doing. Let Fox. I really want them not to take away the Fox studio at all. I want them to allow Fox to do their own thing as well. Like how Marvel does their own thing, let Fox do their own thing. Let them make their own movies and stuff like that. Just obviously under the Disney umbrella. I really think Disney's gonna own everything. I think Disney's gonna own Universal, all that. I think Disney's gonna have all that.
Yeah, before we die, they're
gonna own.
It's gonna be everything. One movie company.
But that's what I'm saying. It's technically really one movie company, but it's several movie companies still. Like we said, Disney owns obviously Marvel and Lucasfilm, right? Lucasfilm is a studio. Marvel is a studio.
And people forget about like all the little distribution companies they got, like Miramax, New Line Cinema, Touchstone. That's all Disney.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's his own. Those are own production studios underneath the Disney umbrella. That's the one thing I said. Disney probably gonna have everything. Yeah. They're probably gonna own everything. Like if I get into this business, obviously I'm gonna be working for Disney.
Right. Cause I was watching The Prestige the other night, and they was showing
Disney movies.
Disney.
It's Touchstone.
Touchstone is a distributor.
It's Disney property.
Yeah, but like Warner Brothers was the studio, obviously, but Touchstone was the distributor. I'm like, why are they showing all these Disney movies in front of The Prestige? Yeah. But then I realized, oh, okay. So that's probably how it's gonna end up with Fox.
Another thing I talked about saying that we might end up getting Wolverine back because Hugh Jackman's openly said the only way he'll come back. Obviously, this is the promotion for Logan because they know this is the last time he was doing it. He openly said the only way he'll come back if he's in the Avengers.
When did he say that?
Probably early February.
I gotta look that up.
I know it was promotion for Logan though, because Logan came out March. So I know it's promotion for Logan. I know they were interviewing him, asking about questions about that because obviously you know Avengers coming out there. They were talking about some Avengers stuff, and he came out and said the only way he'll come back if he's in the MCU. And we know this whole Disney Fox thing is going on. Maybe they'll look at the contract and say, call him as Hugh Jackman. What do you think about being in Avengers 4? What do you think he's gonna do?
You know what? I wouldn't put that past him. Obviously, he loves playing Wolverine.
Yeah. Even if it's just for one movie, I'll
like
if it's just for one movie.
I could see him doing multiple cameos.
Definitely.
I can't see him in another solo movie. Because one, that is
nothing's gonna be Logan.
Yeah, I was about to say one, that'll mess up the aesthetic of Logan. Definitely. And two, he don't want to have to stay in shape for that long.
Yep. That was one of the problems with the CG. The workout he did was extreme.
Yeah, it was exhausting. Extreme. He was like, I'm tired of eating.
He was working out with The Rock.
Yeah.
You know,
so I'm tired of eating toast and egg whites every day.
I think he said that one of the that stuff. He wanted to eat fat stuff for once.
But I can see him if they do get the
rights.
Get the rights. So what? I mean, they are going to get the rights. But if he does come back, I can see him being maybe in Avengers 5. Cause he's in the Secret Wars, right?
Yeah. No, he's not.
He's not in Secret Wars.
He's not in Secret Wars. From what I don't know. There's a lot of different iterations of Secret Wars, but the one I want to see from Secret Wars is from the Spider-Man animated series. For some reason, I want to see that one, but he's not in there. That's in that animated storyline. It's Storm. The only ones they need Storm and the Fantastic Four for Fox and Doctor Doom. They need those characters. That's it for that storyline for Spider-Man. If they do that, they need them and they need Iron Man. See, but they'll have to recast Iron Man. In that storyline, they'll probably just have Iron Man just in his suit. Because in that whole thing, he's in his suit. He never takes his suit off. So we obviously know Robert Downey Jr. might die in these next 2 Avengers movies. Obviously, I don't think they might kill him because that would be heartbreaking. I think Marvel need to take that step and break our hearts, folks. Recast him, but have Iron Man in there, but it'll be a new actor or whatever.
I could see. I don't think they're gonna kill Iron Man. I think they could. I can see them killing Steve before they kill Iron Man. He's the cornerstone of the franchise.
I don't think so because obviously we know in this storyline he's not Captain America. He's Nomad. He becomes Captain America after Nomad, and I don't think there's gonna allow him to do that. And obviously Chris Evans, the age he is, you can still keep him long enough to be Captain America.
He don't want to do it though. He don't even want to act no more for real.
No, we'll see how Avengers 4 go. You'll see how these Avengers movies go. The success of the movies, like I don't even think the reason why Hugh Jackman usually just kept coming back because how much he loved playing the character, how successful these movies was. As much as these movies obviously know they're gonna be big box office hits, but some of these actors love the way people talk about how much they love playing these characters. They most likely do it for the fans too. So if these characters get the critical, obviously we already know everyone loves Captain America, but if he gets another step forward in how much love he got from Civil War, because to me Civil War is probably my favorite iteration of Captain America. If he gets more love in this and Avengers 4, we'll see how the future goes. And obviously money. If they pay him more, who's gonna say no? I mean, anything can happen. Obviously with Robert Downey Jr., we thought after Iron Man 3 he was gonna be done. Obviously that didn't happen. Or after, we thought he was not gonna come back in other movies, but obviously he popped in there.
Avengers 2.
He popped up in other movies. So I mean, anything can happen. We obviously not getting Iron Man 4 regardless. We're not getting Iron Man 4.
What I think could happen and probably should happen with Captain America is that he doesn't die. However, he exits the MCU.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
And maybe like the end of Avengers 4, Infinity War, whichever movie. You see him and Bucky having a conversation like. He makes him Captain America. He unofficially passes him the mantle.
Yeah.
So he's like, I've done all I can do.
But Marvel has to take that step and kill one of these major characters.
But I'm saying if they kill one, it should be Steve, not Iron Man.
I need to see Steve holding a hammer before he dies.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need to see him holding a hammer before he dies.
Absolutely.
I know I need to see that. I need to see that. But my guess is that at the end of Infinity War, he's gonna be Captain America again. Going to Avengers 4, he's gonna be Captain America. That's my guess. At the end of the Infinity War, if they don't kill him off, he's gonna become Captain America at the end of this movie. Again, he's gonna be Captain America back because he know the world needs Captain America to stop Thanos. So, now what do you think is that we're not gonna get an end credit scene in this movie in Avengers we get the title for the next movie. Like, don't show us those scenes from any upcoming movies. Just give us the title for Avengers 4. Because obviously not going to give us the title because it's Kevin Feige and I think the Russo brothers said that it spoils Infinity War if they release that title.
Really?
Yes.
I'm trying to think.
That's so crazy. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. If the title alone spoils the movie, like
right.
What could it possibly be?
So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe they not show us the end credit scene. Maybe they'll give us the title of the next Avengers movie for the end credit scene. Like all the titles. And at the end they say, boom. They give us the title. Boom. Like boom. How awesome would that be?
I mean, it would be awesome. I'm trying to think. What would the title be?
I don't know. But going back to what we talked about, going back to the Disney Fox thing. Like I said, I think the most important characters they need to get. Obviously, we talked about this in other videos. Is Galactus, Silver Surfer, and the Fantastic Four. To me, those are the most important characters they need to get. And Doctor Doom, right? And Doctor Doom. Well, that's a part of the Fantastic Four. Yeah. The Fantastic Four characters are the most important. You can allow, if you want Fox to have his own studio, allow Fox to have their own thing, but allow them to have their superheroes still pop in the movies, like how Sony does. Allow them to get characters. If they want to take certain X-Men characters, they can take X-Men characters. The one character I probably want them to get is probably Magneto and Wolverine. And Professor X. Those are probably the only 3 characters I really want to probably take them from there. And I'd say so. Maybe the main X-Men. Maybe the main X-Men. They take the main X-Men and Wolverine. And Magneto, I just love Magneto. Magneto's a raw.
I think if you have what's his face, but if you have Mr. Fantastic, you really don't need Professor X.
That's true because you already have basically a genius. We have enough geniuses in this MCU. Yeah. But we have Dark Phoenix coming out. I was trying to think of certain characters that can like rip open the fabric of reality and make those characters come into the MCU. There are certain characters that can do that.
You know what? I'm not excited for that movie.
Dark Phoenix.
They
released. I forgot all about that.
We can talk about it now. They released the image of Mystique earlier this week.
I'm surprised she's coming back. She does not like playing that character. The way she played in X-Men Apocalypse, I felt like she did not want to play Mystique.
No, she did. She did.
She
doesn't.
She must be under contract.
Yeah, she's under contract. She doesn't want to play one character for so long.
And she already played it for about fucking 4. This might be the 4th film.
Yeah, she did. Like
this might be the 4th film.
Especially with a character that's in heavy makeup like Mystique is. Like I could see her not enjoying that at all. But like I said, I'm not really looking. I mean, I'm gonna go see it obviously, but
I think the one
if they canceled this movie tomorrow, I would not care.
They won't. They're in full production.
They obviously gonna make them. I'm just saying, like if something happened where like the studio blew up or something, I wouldn't care.
I'd say I won't judge it off the stills. I didn't like the stills either. I don't like the way I don't know the actually plays.
I didn't like or dislike the stills. I just don't care.
Yeah. The one thing I'm gonna judge off is the trailer. If I don't like the trailer, that's the one thing. I did like the trailers for Apocalypse, but I didn't.
You still gonna go see it?
I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah.
But did I go see it?
I can hate the trailer. I'm still gonna go see it. I'm a nerd.
So. Can't say I didn't go see Apocalypse. Did I go see Apocalypse when it came out? I don't remember if I went to go see Apocalypse when it came out.
You did.
I don't think I did.
Because I told you about it. I told you about the very end of the movie.
Right.
I didn't spoil it for you, but.
Yeah. Okay. I waited for the Blu-ray release. I bought it on Blu-ray when it first came out. Okay, you're right. So I liked it. I couldn't go see it. I could wait for the Blu-ray release.
I liked it when I first saw Apocalypse, but the second time I saw it, I was like,
yeah, same here. I watched it on my phone. I watched it on my phone, and it's something you can watch, turn away.
I was like,
that movie has good sequences, but the story really isn't. It's all over the place.
Stakes weren't high. You got a movie called Apocalypse.
Yeah. It's all it all within the Apocalypse character. The Apocalypse character is not saying he's Thanos level, but he's a big deal. He's a big deal, right? He's a big deal. That's something you set up to. You don't just do Apocalypse out of nowhere because you have to. Because what's the big villain you didn't do? Oh, Apocalypse.
Right. You got, like you said, you got Thanos. DC got Darkseid.
Right. Fox definitely has. We'll see what goes on with it. We'll find out something probably we might find out something tomorrow. That's the one thing I hate. We're gonna find everything out tomorrow, and we have to wait until next Sunday to talk about it. It's cool though. But that's the fun of it. We can talk about everything within one day after everything goes on a week. But we'll probably find something we'll find out something next week on the whole Disney Fox Marvel. The Marvel and Fox thing going on, we'll find out about that. But like I said, the most thing I'm intrigued more is them getting the Fantastic Four characters, because after Thanos, what's next? Obviously, the only person to do is Galactus, and Marvel can get away with doing Galactus as a big giant being, because obviously we see Thanos as a big giant being, and they're getting away with it.
Well, see, Galactus is like big as he eats planets,
so but I think they still can get away with it.
No, I'm not saying that they can't get away with it. I'm just saying like
they got away with the talking tree and talking.
Thanos is nowhere near as big as.
But you know what I'm saying. Yeah. They can get away with other beings coming onto Earth.
And Thanos like 8 feet tall. So.
But I'm saying Marvel can get away with that. We seen things that we didn't think we were gonna see. We seen Loki have his crazy looking costume on, and it works for the big screen. He had the horns and everything. Make me a big statue with the big pointy horns. I gotta give it to Matt Damon. You freaking killed it. That little 15 seconds in Thor. There, you killed it, bro.
That caught me completely off guard. I'm like, what? What is he doing in this movie?
We'll see what goes on. I'm excited, but like I said, if they don't get every X-Men character, I won't be mad, because that means
it's so many X-Men. You don't need all
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, do the same thing that they do the same deal they did with Sony. I won't be mad, because that means we'll be getting some of these characters in the MCU.
If they could get Wolverine, Jean Grey, Storm. Who else from the X-Men would I want to see? Cyclops.
I want them to redo Cyclops all over again. I don't like the actors playing Cyclops in these new movies. That's the same actor who plays in Ready Player One. That's the same actor. I knew I knew him on something.
It's not.
He looked familiar.
I don't have no problem with the actor. It's the way his character is written.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't like the way they're setting his character up.
He's a dick.
He's a douche. No, when I say he's a douchebag, he's just
he's a dude. He's so nonchalant.
He's not a leader.
He's not.
Cyclops is a leader. He's a leader of the X-Men.
He's a natural born leader,
and what's the worst part of that? The actor who had in the original X-Men, he can be a leader.
Yeah.
If they grow his character,
James Marsden.
Yeah, he can be Cyclops. Yeah. If they his character be Cyclops, not just a fucking character to be in the costume.
Cyclops is.
They said they put Wolverine in the forefront. They put Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Cyclops is easily top 5 X-Men of all time, but they completely wasted him in this entire franchise.
We'll wait and see. Like I said, we'll find out all about that stuff. I do agree with you. I'm not excited for Dark Phoenix, but obviously we'll see. Like, I'm ready to see the trailers for it. We're not gonna get no trailers probably later, because I don't think it come out till later in the year, and that won't come out till like November or something, right? It don't come out till later. That's not a summer movie, is it?
They doing that in the fall? They've always done
the Deadpool. Deadpool comes out in the they got New Mutants Deadpool, and I think after that
Deadpool is June.
Right.
Oh, that's weird. They usually do the X-Men movies in May.
I'll look it up after.
X-Men is usually the first superhero movie of.
Yeah, they got New Mutants. New Mutants is the first one.
Oh, is that in May?
New Mutants is in the first. Nah, I think that's in like March or April.
Oh.
But we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I think all this is gonna change. They're gonna allow these movies to exist, but I think after that, everything's gonna change. If Disney has, fuck. You've been seeing the memes I've been showing you with Thanos is like it's the Marvel studio and they getting everything. Like that's the memes are gonna be crazy when this is actually dropped. The memes are gonna be hilarious. You're probably gonna see the one him punching. You're gonna see Disney, and then you're gonna see Fox, and you're gonna see a lot of memes. It's gonna be crazy. This is gonna go viral real quick. Next on the agenda is the next big thing I want to talk about. It is obviously the holiday season. We just got our first thing of snow. It wasn't that bad, but it was kind of bad because I had to drive home and stuff, and it was terrible.
It was just like 1 inch.
It wasn't that bad. It was kind of slippery, and it was kind of out of nowhere. Because actually the South got it worse than we did. Actually,
yeah, they got 6 inches.
They got it worse than we did.
The thing is, 6 inches. We in Cleveland, so 6 inches ain't nothing to us.
Ain't nothing.
6 inches, people still playing basketball.
But we're not shutting down the city.
Yeah, they shut down the city.
Cities, bro. My friend lives
because they have no salt trucks.
Yes, that's true. That's true. My friend lives in Atlanta, and he got a call from his friend like, "You going to work?" He said, "You looked outside. It's snowing. I ain't going to work." I looked and I said, "Nigga, you get to say that? We say that we're getting fired. Right? We're getting fired. We're not calling up because the weather is bad.
You're not coming in today? Don't come in tomorrow either.
Right. We're going to get called the next hour and say, you're fired." But it's the holiday season. We obviously might as well get this out of the way. I'm also reviewing Christmas movies, obviously, and on my channel as well. I just reviewed the first Santa Claus movie. Go ahead and check that out on my channel. But we're going to just go ahead and talk about some of our favorite Christmas movies, our thoughts, the first time we saw them, just how they give us a feel on the holiday season. I'm going to go ahead and start is with Home Alone. Actually, I saw Home Alone 2 before I saw Home Alone 1. Is that weird?
No, I saw Home Alone 2.
I saw Home Alone 2 first. And it's funny, the first time I saw it was on the recorded VCR tape. And Home Alone 1...
we look like trash.
Actually, it wasn't a bad copy.
It was, though, trust me.
Well, now it will, but back then it wasn't. Back then it wasn't. But it's funny because the tape I have of Home Alone 1 didn't have no sound to it. And it was a recorded tape. Didn't have no sound. Ooh. So I literally had to watch the whole movie with captions, with subtitles.
That sucks.
And it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun because I didn't know. And I don't think it was my tape. I think it was the VCR. VCR was dirty. Cause I remember after the fact, we got a VCR cleaner, and another tape was the exact same way, and we can hear the sound on it. So maybe it was a VCR.
When was the last time you watched something on a VCR?
It's been a long time.
If you can find one,
you can go see Game Changer most likely get one.
If you know some old lady with one, just pop a VHS tape in, and just look at it.
Nah, I probably won't do that.
So I'm saying, just look at it for like 30 seconds.
I probably won't do that.
30 seconds?
I couldn't do 30 seconds.
You couldn't do 30 seconds?
Nah, because if I wouldn't look right on my flat screen TV, no. They'll probably get the black bars and it's all the lines on. Nah.
Dude.
I think I'm good on VCRs, man.
Dude.
I think I'm good on VCRs, bro.
You know how when you wake up in the morning and it's still sleep in your eye?
Yeah.
That's how I look.
You recently watched the VCR?
Nah.
You recently watched the VHS tape?
Not very recently.
But it's been like over a year. It's been more close than a couple months.
It's been, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh,
so Blu-rays. So I'm saying Blu-rays was still a thing.
Right.
Where they were a thing, but like it was Jurassic Park. Actually, I watched
the very first one.
Yeah, I watched the first Jurassic Park.
That probably was terrible on VHS. That's a very old film.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought, like, we actually thought this was state of the art at one time. I mean, it was
at a point in time, but
like this.
But getting all that out of the way, Home Alone 2, Home Alone 1 and 2, those are like probably, and he doesn't say they're really technically like Christmas movies. They're just movies.
They are.
They're just movies set in the Christmas theme. And I do agree with you, the main story has nothing to do with Christmas. It's basically about a kid getting home alone around Christmas time.
No, Home Alone's a Christmas movie. I'll just be trolling you. No, Die Hard is different.
Yeah, Die Hard. I do watch that around Christmas, that weird, because it is set around Christmas. They say Merry Christmas a lot in the movie. There's Christmas music playing in there.
I understand that.
I know that's not the main story.
Yeah,
that's not the driving plot of the story.
What I think it is, because the movie takes place at Christmas time, some dude just got drunk and said, "Hey, it's a Christmas movie," and then that joke.
People rolled with.
People rolled with that joke went viral. And now it's become a joke that people have taken seriously. Die Hard.
You can say 1 and 2, because 2 take place around Christmas time too.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, and I'm standing by that for the rest of my life. If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, so is Iron Man 3.
You can technically say it is because it's a thing around Christmas.
Okay, if we going by that logic,
He says that in the movie.
what?
He says it's Christmas time.
I know. In the first 10 minutes of the movie.
He listened to a Christmas song, isn't he?
Yes.
It's a Christmas movie then. It's a Christmas movie then. Going back, like I said, this is the first time I saw it, and I was a big Macaulay Culkin fan at the time. I liked The Good Son. I like Richie Rich, but these will be his main jewels. I did like My Girl as well. I didn't really like him in Uncle Buck. He was kind of the irritating little kid that he was just there.
I do like that movie, though.
I do like, but I just didn't like him in it. He was just he was becoming what he is now, or what he is in these movies, and
Uncle Buck was before that.
Yeah, Uncle Buck was before that. Like he was becoming what he before that was after that. I think that came on like 89, 88 or something like that. 89.
I want to say like 88.
But like I said, I seen the second one first, and I seen the second one first, and then I seen the first one. Yeah. I enjoy these movies a lot. I always watch them because I've watched them so much as a kid. I know the lines to every single part. Going into it, I started to review these on my channel. I probably won't go into details or anything. I just want to say I love watching these movies because he's a kid. And it's really hard to, it's really easy to feel bad for a kid being in a situation, but he really overcomes certain things so much as he's a kid. Like, he goes shopping by himself. He takes down 2 idiots by himself. Like, there's a lot of stuff he does as a kid.
He's crafty.
Yeah, and the one thing is to understand, like, he must be a very smart little motherfucker because he does all this at the age of 9.
Yeah,
he's like 9 years old doing all this stuff. And, that's the one thing I did like the way they wrote this character.
See, the thing is, he's constantly overlooked, so he has to occupy himself.
Exactly. The second one, it's kind of the retreading. It's funny when you watch Harry Potter 1 and 2, it's the exact same thing from this. It's like retreading the exact same thing. Like, it's basically the same speech, but it's just in different shell. Because basically Home Alone 2 is just the same thing. He's just in New York. Yeah. It's just it's bigger basically. He's in a bigger area. He's not at home.
Well, see, that's the mark of a good sequel. What people want from a sequel is the same movie,
right,
but bigger.
Right. Exactly.
As far as action movies, when you get a comedy, you want the same movie but funnier.
Right. A lot of sequels don't do that well. A lot of comedy sequels don't do that well.
Yeah.
But in this
there are exceptions.
In this instant, they did it good. I did enjoy Home Alone 2. I think the first one is better than the second one. But I do enjoy these movies. Go ahead. I just threw that out. I'm gonna talk about some other ones. Go ahead and let him talk. Let John talk.
For me, I gotta say my favorite Christmas movie of all time is the Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
I love that movie.
I recently just watched it, man.
I think I'm gonna watch it tonight. I was trying to wait until closer to Christmas time to watch it, but I can't wait anymore. I think I'm gonna watch it tonight. Tim Allen is wonderful in that movie. That's my Santa Claus.
I was sitting there thinking about the song that song plays so much in that movie. It's crazy. They play it 3 times in a row. Like, I think there's a scene where he's cooking Christmas dinner, and he burns the turkey. You hear that song, and then he driving to Denny's, he's playing the exact same song again. So I guess you guys only had the rights to this song, so they saw it play.
But I mean that movie is so magical.
It feels like Christmas.
Oh my goodness! Every year this happens. I get a little discouraged during Christmas time, just because I'm not a big fan of the commercialism of Christmas time. Especially because they start marketing Christmas November 1st.
November 1st, you already see Christmas stuff already. October 31st.
It pisses me off.
Nowadays, I saw it next to Halloween stuff already.
Yeah, we saw the Christmas trees in Michael's.
I saw them in
around Halloween.
Yeah, it was at least. I remember being off on Halloween. No, I wasn't off. The day before. No. The weekend before Halloween, I seen Christmas trees at Michael. So they start pushing it out earlier. But I think the reason why stores do that because it's such a hassle to put that stuff up. You might as well put it up at the same time.
Yeah, I get. It's
a lot of hassle to put up a Christmas stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get having it out because Christmas trees are big and they're not cheap.
Right.
Do you have to have it in the front of the store though?
Yeah.
October 31st, you gotta have it in the front of the store.
I mean, just to show that you have them. I mean, I'm just looking at it business. I do understand exactly what you're saying. Is that businesses and even like you said, commercialism is pushing it out in front of us because they want us to buy. That's the only reason why. And I do agree with you that us as adults, we get that way because we have to do it. We have to buy stuff constantly. I just went and decorated my whole freaking house.
No, I'm saying I get it. I'm not saying don't be proactive. Be proactive, but
do it around the exact same time.
Yeah, don't force Christmas on us, and we just got done, like jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
I got my pumpkins in the hallway.
Right.
Got my pumpkins away. But I do agree with you. I do love the magical part of this movie.
Yes. And this movie always re-encouraged. This is the movie that gets me in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah. I did a review for it. I had a comment where the guy said he felt the exact. I got him in the Christmas spirit from reviewing this movie, and I felt so good. I said, yeah, that's really good.
That's awesome.
I had to watch this because I was laying in bed with my girl and I'm like, I need to watch a Christmas movie. What's the one? I said, why not just pop on the Santa Claus? Because obviously the Santa Claus. And you're right, the way Tim Allen plays the role, when he first neglects it and then he finally starts like, I have to do this. That's the transition of becoming Santa. It works so
even
well.
While he's transitioning, he's still in disbelief. He's like this.
He's currently shaving his beard. He's growing back. Actually, it's bad because some of the effects doesn't hold up. Like there's a scene where he's cutting, and you can tell the effect about to show his beard grow back. It doesn't hold up well now, it's just the effect of seeing that his face like I'm in big trouble. And he's like, I'm messed up. And, even the scene where he's sitting on the bench and the little girl literally just walks up and says, I want some slippers. And
then you see the line of kids.
And the one thing I didn't like about the movie, I think I said that too, is the dynamic between him and the custody with his son. I didn't really enjoy that because it's like, I think it put more. I know it's more conflict for the character. That's the reason why they did it. It's more conflict for the character. I do understand that, but the reasoning why is that because the wife thinks or the mom thinks that he's doing this for him. Like she knows he needs to grow up, and he thinks that he's doing it on purpose. When he can't really explain what's going on, he can't explain he's becoming Santa.
Right, and, if I tell her I'm becoming Santa Claus, he's gonna think I'm
he's
crazy.
Right. I really didn't like that, but I do understand why it's in there because it's more I'm not saying conflict. It's more conflict for the character. It's more things going on for him. That's why it's there. That's probably the one thing I didn't like. I love the actor that plays the son. I do like him. Since we're talking about the Santa Claus, I enjoyed the Santa Claus too. To me, that's if you want to talk about Christmas sequels, it's very underrated. If you watch Freeform, they do not show the Santa Claus 2. They only show 1 and 3. They never show the Santa Claus 2, and I do not understand why. Because what the Santa Claus 2 does is that it takes all the same characters. That's the one thing I love about it. They cast all the same characters. The kid is the same kid actor from the first movie in this movie. They're all the same. They're just grown up. They're experienced.
He's a teenager now.
Right. Yeah. And I love that dynamic is that his son is a teenager and he can't be there for him because he's Santa Claus. That's the dynamic. And another dynamic is that I'm gonna review this.
Yeah, when a son needs his father the most is when he's a teenager.
And the worst part is that his son is holding all these secrets that he can't tell, knowing that he's Santa Claus, and it's more hurting on him that he can't even say that.
Right.
And I love that dynamic as well. That's the one thing I do like is that what you said is that the sequel makes it bigger. We see the North Pole more. We see the more of the elves more. I do love that is that you actually feel like the North Pole is a real place. The beginning of the movie is some guys are flying the plane. They're like searching for type of sounds, and they hear little hammers. He said, "I hear tiny hammers," and then you hear Smokey Robinson's song, Smokey Robinson's Christmas song. Yeah. And they're just sitting there jamming to it, and it's like that opening is so hilarious. It's so hilarious, man. I I said I was like, I really do like this movie. And I really did. I remember getting that movie for my birthday. I think my 11-year-old birthday. I think it came out 2002. No, it was my 10-year-old birthday. It was my 10-year-old birthday, and I watched the hell out of that movie. I scratched the DVD. I watched that movie so much. I remember playing games on the DVD and everything. But that's the one. I really do feel like that's a very underrated sequel. People don't talk about that movie. It really kind of bothers me, man.
Yeah. I agree. It is an underrated sequel, and it still gives you that
Christmas
feel. It's very Christmassy. That's the thing that I like about the Santa Claus.
I didn't like Santa Claus 3 that much though.
I liked it.
I didn't like that much, man. Not saying it's bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
I just didn't like. I didn't like the feel of it.
With the Santa Claus, like a lot of Christmas movies that are made don't have the heart of a Christmas movie, especially like a lot of that stuff on Hallmark. It feel like you watching the same movie over and over. You know what I mean?
Like Lifetime.
Yeah, like it's like, oh man, they're not doing it for me, and they're always romance.
Yeah, that's that one.
Always romance.
In every kid's story or anything like that, it's always a romance.
Like a Christmas movie is for it should be for the family, not just some some curmudgeon-y lady looking for a man at Christmas time because she don't want to be alone. Like, screw that. This is a Christmas movie. I like this movie.
And another favorite of mine, obviously, is The Grinch. I have to watch The Grinch every year. I probably watch it 3 times out the month of Christmas, probably more than that, actually.
Yeah.
I remember always being a little kid watching it before Christmas because on the movie he says, tomorrow's Christmas, so I have to watch it every Christmas Eve. Christmas, I have to watch it because he says tomorrow's Christmas. It's practically here, and I have to watch it every time because I have to hear that line because he's right. It comes so fast. You don't even notice it. It comes so fast, and just you were talking about a Christmas movie, bro. This is a Christmas movie. And I don't understand how people don't like this movie. There's some people that do not like this movie.
I was talking with somebody from my old job, and I was like, I hadn't realized that people didn't like this movie.
Yes, people don't.
I was like,
how?
Like, why? Like, aside from the fact that it's a very Christmassy movie, this movie's funny.
It's funny. It
is hilarious.
It's very funny. It's very funny. Jim Carrey plays his character so well, even underneath all that terrible makeup. I know it had to take him a ton of hours to do that makeup.
Yeah.
And the makeup is so precise, so good too. But just not even that, just the production of the film, the way every character looks, had to take some time. And I do applaud the crew and everything, the directing, everything for that movie to be the way it is. And I'm just thinking maybe it was the time that it came out because I was really young when I saw it, and maybe it just appeals to me more because of how old I was when I saw it. I've been thinking about that too, because maybe the reason why we love it so much is because when we saw it, to me it was the right age for me to see it. I was like 7 or 8 when it came out.
When I saw it, I was in middle school, and I mean I probably don't feel the same way about it as you did.
Right.
But I mean, I thoroughly enjoy this movie. I think this is, as far as comedy, next to A Christmas Story, that's probably the funniest Christmas movie I've seen.
Yep. And I did want to talk about A Christmas Story as well, and that is a very hilarious Christmas movie too. But the reason why The Christmas Story is so enjoyable to watch because it's real. It feels really real. That movie feels so real
because everybody can identify
with that movie, especially as a kid. You wanted to be that kid to put your tongue in the damn pole. I don't give a fuck what nobody said.
Triple dog there, yeah.
No one. I don't care what nobody said. Everyone wanted to be the kid to beat the bully up and dog his ass. Everybody wanted to do those things.
Those yellow eyes.
And that's and the character is narrating the whole movie the whole time. It's so hilarious, man. He finally gets his gun and he shoots his eye out. It's hilarious.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
And he has to wear that. And obviously, the most known scene is him wearing that pink terrible bunny suit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't think they made a pop of that actually. That would be a terrific pop figure.
I don't know. Dude.
That would be a terrific pop figure, Funko.
Okay.
I don't think they made that. I think they have Christmas Story pop figures. I don't think they have that one though.
Yeah.
Unless it was an exclusive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to search that because that would be a terrific design. I do. I don't think TBS or TNT don't do the 24-hour for that movies no more, huh? They still do it?
Since when?
I don't know. I haven't watched TV.
They do it?
I haven't watched TV. I got it on Blu-ray, so I don't need to watch it. You know, I own it, so I don't.
I mean, I do it out of tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I currently work those days, so I really don't have time to watch them. But like, I remember when I being a kid, I know they always used to show it over and over and over again.
But yeah,
I know
although
they have a play for it now. Christmas Story has a play.
Yeah, it's gonna be live.
Yep. Are they showing it on Fox or something like that? ABC? Fox. Okay.
Although this is my favorite Christmas movie, A Christmas Story from an objective point of view is the Christmas movie of all Christmas movies.
Definitely.
I mean, like for the same reason you just said, like it's so real.
Yep.
Everybody can identify with Ralphie.
Yep. We all was that kid that said a bad word in school.
Yes.
Got in trouble for it.
The soap in the mouth though.
Well, I didn't get soap in my mouth, and I actually after that I was a kid. I put soap in my mouth to see how it tastes. I know when I put soap in my mouth to see how it tastes. It does taste terrible. I tried to find some flavor shit, and it still didn't work.
Yeah. Everybody has
talk about his little brother with all that clothing on, walking around this street like this the whole time.
I was the little brother.
You was that?
I was the little brother.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's awful. That's awful.
I mean, obviously his was exaggerated, but
definitely exaggerated.
My mother definitely sent me to the bus stop in thermal underwear. So I had on the pants and the shirt. No, I had on my regular underwear. My wife beater. Then I had on thermal underwear. Then I had on 3 pairs of socks.
Wow.
I had on 3 pairs of socks. I had on my my Sunday socks, like my church socks. They're thin.
Right.
Then I had on my school socks,
right.
my white socks,
right.
and over those I had on hospital socks.
Wow.
Ones with the grips on the bottom.
Yeah, I know exactly. And good luck putting some shoes on.
Right.
You gotta wear some big shoes for that, because those ones are thick.
And then up top, my undershirt, my thermal shirt, my school shirt, my school sweater.
Oh my God. What school you go to?
I went to H.B. Booker.
Oh, so you had to wear a sweater?
Well, I didn't have to. I just had a sweater. My school sweater, then I had on my coat.
Yeah, you wore a lot of clothes, but I
was hot as hell, bro.
At least you stayed home. At least you stayed.
I was warm. Then before I walked out the house, especially if you black, your mother had to put Vaseline on your face.
My mom didn't do that.
Your mom didn't do that?
Didn't do that.
Bro.
That know had to be terrible, because imagine that stuff on your face when the wind is cold.
No, that's the reason she put it on your face. Yeah, because it insulates the heat, so when the wind blows, it don't feel as bad.
I don't see that.
No, I'm serious.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
No, I never did that.
It definitely worked.
I never did that before.
It definitely worked. You be walking around smelling like a hospital. But
Yeah. But like what you said, that's the reason why I think they do show that movie a lot, because, like I said, and I love the movie. And guess where the movie takes place? Cleveland. The movie takes place in Cleveland. You can still go to the house. They still have the house up. I don't know if they sold it or not, but I know there's still like you can go there and visit there, and they got all the stuff there.
Yeah.
Still. I don't know exactly where that's at though. Where is that?
Tremont.
Tremont. Okay. I probably do plan on going there probably soon.
Yeah. The scene where they had the parade and like the little train set in the window, that's downtown at the Halley building.
Right.
But yeah, that movie is the Christmas movie of all Christmas movies. Everybody had the dad or some kind of male figure that was always trying to plug up everything, trying to get everything to work. Everybody always had the overprotective mom in the wintertime trying to keep everybody warm. The annoying little brother. Everybody every year had that one gift that you wanted that you knew you wasn't gonna get.
Yep. Yeah. I remember that. And I knew I had to accept that. I was happy what I got.
Right.
And I knew I had to wait till after Christmas. Yep. One thing is my birthday.
Your birthday's in
January. My birthday is January, so I knew I would be okay. I would be okay. But I just knew no Christmas is not my year. I was waiting for my birthday. And that's probably why I did like this movie that way, because it's true. You want that gift, but you just know you're not getting it.
You're not gonna
but then when you get it though, it's the best Christmas ever.
Right.
Christmas where I didn't think I was getting this, and I got it. I'm like, oh yes, I'm very happy.
My Christmas, when I got my PlayStation 3, I didn't even tell my grandmother I wanted this thing, because
really?
I didn't even mention it because I knew I wasn't gonna get it.
Yeah, I did not get my game system on Christmas. I got my game system on my birthday.
Yeah, I got the PS3. I got it a year after it came out.
Okay.
So
but you still had the big.
I still had the big. They had.
So this is the one after they took the backwards capability.
Yes.
Damn. That's
yes, it was big and fat, and it didn't have no backwards capability.
That's messed up. Didn't that the city games you worked at didn't have it had the one, right? It had the backwards capability one.
I bought it for my nieces.
Oh, so you had that? You got that one? Oh, you got it for your nieces.
Yeah.
When that was at Sony?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it because I wanted them to be able to play more games.
Right.
Okay. But I didn't even mention to my grandmother that I wanted this, but somehow she knew that was the gift that I wanted. Like I never said anything about it.
Wow.
And I was when I got it, I was floored. Like I was like, how did you know I wanted this? But that was definitely one of the best Christmas gifts I've ever received. I still have my PS3. I still use it to this day, every day.
Most things I got for Christmas mostly was just movies. I was happy to get DVDs. If I had DVDs, especially the DVDs that I wanted. I remember getting The Dark Knight for Christmas. I watched it probably 3 times. I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I popped it in, because at first I had just a bootleg copy of it, so I was just watching that. So when I got the DVD, and guess what, it was the full screen copy. But it was a good full screen copy. It actually was a good full screen copy. No side to side. Now think of Christopher Nolan's really good. He's really good. But I remember watching that like the whole day. I told everybody, y'all gotta shut up. I'm watching Dark Knight. Shut up. I'm watching Dark Knight. Do not talk. I think I had a PS3 at the point in time too.
Yeah.
But I think I got that before Christmas. Because that's when my brother broke my Xbox. He dropped the TV on my Xbox, and she bought me a PS3 after.
Man, see, that's when you gotta throw the whole brother out. Just throw the whole brother out.
I wanted to kill him, but my mom said, "Don't do it. We got y'all."
That was Nas, wasn't it?
Yeah, you already know. You already know.
I know.
You already know it was Nas. I think what do you think about the newest, like the way the Christmas movies now? It's more like comedies, like raunchy comedies, like we had with Bad Moms, Daddy's Home 2. We had what's the one with Seth Rogen, Jennifer, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Anthony Mackie? It wasn't that. It was
Twas the Night, wasn't it?
No, I don't think that was what it was called.
With Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie.
That's what it was called?
Yeah, something like Twas the Night. I think it was something like
the
that.
night before.
The night before. Yeah.
The night before. Yeah. But like, what do you think about those? Like, do you think those are like? Those aren't really classics like how the one thing that I think probably
because
what do you think is the last classic Christmas movie is? That's hard to say, right? Because people look more towards they look more towards the classic like The Grinch, Home Alone, Christmas Story, or The Santa Claus, or like you can't really say any modern day Christmas.
The last classic Christmas movie of the modern day,
right,
was probably Elf.
Yes. Oh, we need to talk about Elf. Damn, how we need to talk about Elf? Damn, that's.
But that was like 2004 though.
That's like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
And we ain't had really one like that.
Because they make them all for adults now, which is cool, but like Christmas is for kids.
Yeah.
Like it's a kiddie time.
Yeah.
Like
it's even like movie for kids. I think more of us like it's more like I said, it's more like you're right. It's more adults making these movies. It's not like they're making it for us. Like when John Favreau made that movie, it was more towards kids. And like we got more movies like Medea. Like I did enjoy This Christmas, but that was more for adults. Like I couldn't see kids watching that. That was more for adults. And just I don't know. That's why I'm a little upset that it's not like that. Like now, like we got these movies, and like when the time they came out, but like after that, it's like there's really nothing else that you could do with the Christmas thing unless you're remaking stuff. And I really don't want to see these movies being remade. I don't want to see them make another Santa Claus.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like movies like A Christmas Story, you can do an unofficial remake of that because the like I said, the story is so grounded and so real. It's based on real experience. You can make another movie like that. People just don't.
That's true.
It's not hard to make another Christmas Story type movie.
That's true.
People just don't do it.
I wouldn't say they wouldn't want to do it because the Christmas Story is so remarkable and they know about that movie. Is that seeing another one, like why would you want to make it?
Well, I'm not saying like do an actual remake. I'm saying like you could
like
use
actual type of the story.
Yeah, you could use that as a prototype for your movie.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely right. But is there any other movie? Well, I guess we talk about Elf. That's probably my favorite Will Ferrell performance is Elf. Is that bad to say?
I've only seen the movie once.
I highly enjoy Elf. You should definitely watch it again. Will Ferrell plays terrifically in the movie. I'm probably will review this on my channel too, because that's a movie that he plays a lot. I think Freeform. I was about to say ABC Family. Freeform plays that a lot.
It's still ABC Family.
It's still ABC Family to me as well. But they play that a lot as well. It's highly enjoyable. It's very enjoyable. It's basically kind of like a fish out of water story because Will Ferrell's character, his name's Buddy. He's been on the North Pole the whole time. Then he comes back to America.
He's a human raised by elves.
Right. And he comes back to the human world and he just doesn't know things. You know, he does things that we wouldn't do. He fights a child. Yeah, exactly. He's basically an adult child, and it's just cool to see that, man. It's different. It felt different. They took a story. It felt very different.
And it's funny because Will Ferrell's like 6'5".
Right. He's very big for no reason. And, he's very awkward. He's very unorthodox, and it plays very well in this movie though. There's a snowball scene in this movie, and it's freaking epic. Yeah. It's kind of like a. it's just awesome. It's a good scene. But that's probably another good Christmas movie, a very good Christmas movie. But like I said, it's probably the last good one for kids at that. It's the last good Christmas one. Now going into the Christmas cartoons, like some of the shows, that's different. But movie-wise, I would say that's probably the last classic Christmas movie. Nowadays, it's just probably just raunchy comedies and black comedies that are doing it.
What's your favorite like animated Christmas movie?
My favorite animated Christmas movie?
Because mine is a no-brainer. But I'll let you go first.
Favorite animated Christmas movie?
Movie or special. It doesn't have to be like a full-length feature movie, but just something.
Well, I always go back to the classics. Most likely probably Rudolph the Red-Nosed or Jack Frost. Those are probably my two favorite.
For me, it's Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Santa Claus Coming to Town, okay. Yeah,
by far.
One of the classics.
By far.
That's the classics. Yeah, that's the classics, definitely.
Especially when dude.
The second one probably the Grinch. The animated Grinch. That's probably. That's probably good.
What is the dude's name? Like the Ice King or something in Santa Claus. What?
I know what you're talking
about. when he's learning to walk, that's one of my favorite scenes. Cause he cold, so he froze.
I just always go back to the original claymation one. Those are really good. Those are really good. But How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the animated one, is really good as well. I need to hurry and get that. I don't have that on Blu-ray yet, and that's very stupid of me. Cause I always go to this one. I always go to this one first because it's live action. But the cartoon is really good too. That's one people don't like this movie because they say the cartoon is perfect, it don't need to be touched. But the live action is just a different spin on it. And I understand why people don't like it, but I enjoy all the stuff that people don't like about it.
I don't understand why people don't like it. There's nothing wrong with it.
People don't like, some of the people don't like some of the humor is kind of vulgar. Like there's the scene where he uses Max butt to kiss the mayor or some stuff like that. There's a over exaggerated explosion for
That's
no reason.
funny.
But that's what I'm saying. People got different humor. People don't like that, but I enjoy it. I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying I understand why people don't like it because people just don't like that type of humor. I enjoy that type of humor, but some people don't.
Yes, man, they reaching.
Yeah, they definitely reaching. But I probably will watch The Grinch Party tonight. Now that we're talking about it. I'm gonna watch one of these movies. I don't know that much. I'll probably watch Christmas Stories because that.
I'm gonna watch the Santa Claus for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I'll probably review the Santa Claus 2 probably later today or probably tomorrow. Cause I need to get the reviews out. I did the first Santa Claus on my channel already. Go ahead and check that out. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Any other Christmas things you want to talk about?
No, that's it.
That's it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Nerd Talk. Finally got able to live because it's been acting stupid earlier. And hopefully we're still live.
Yeah, we're still live.
But go ahead and please slap the like button. Please subscribe for more. Next week we'll be talking about Star Wars, and I'm very excited because I haven't really watched any promotional things, so I'm about to go into it. Not really seeing that much, and I love going into it like that. Because when Force Awakens, I didn't watch the trailer over and over and over again. Because with Star Wars, going into it not really knowing that much, you get a better experience with it.
I did watch the trailer over and over for Rogue One.
I didn't do it for Rogue One.
I did.
After hearing the reshoot, it made me not want to watch it anymore because I knew certain scenes were going to be in it. Because I knew they shot it.
But like, unlike with other movies with Rogue One, I couldn't even tell what a reshoots were.
I did.
Like
you noticed the big one when whatever her name is.
It's running through the.
Jen Russell running on the big runway and the ship come up behind her. That's not in the movie.
Yeah.
That's a big one. I saw. I'm like, oh, that kind of blew me.
I love Rogue One. That's my favorite.
That's your favorite? Over Empire Strikes Back?
No, not over him.
Okay.
Not over him.
Okay. We was about to have a little discussion after this live.
No, we won't.
But that's it for us for this week. Like I said, next week we'll be talking about Star Wars. I will be doing a review for it, and then we'll do spoilers on Nerd Talk, obviously. I'm probably going to be gushing about it. Hopefully it lives up to what we want it to be. Hopefully this is the Empire Strikes Back of this trilogy. Rhyming accidentally. But I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. I really hope it spins us on something we're not expecting. That's the one thing I'm hoping for. We get hit with a cliffhanger.
I definitely think we're being misled in the trailer.
I think we're being misled as well.
Definitely being misled.
I wouldn't put you on that one. Like I said, I really hope this is the Empire Strikes Back of it because at the Empire...
A lot of people saying that Luke is going to go to the dark side.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think
very
that's gonna happen.
I think it's very because the way the trailer is being shown, obviously you look at the posters, it's kind of like he look like he's on the dark side. Yeah. But we'll have to wait and see.
But the trailer shows it seems like Rey is going to the dark side.
Well,
I definitely don't think
that's getting misled. That's definitely getting misled. I haven't seen no TV spots. They've been releasing trailers and featurettes and stuff. I haven't watched anything.
I haven't watched anything.
I haven't watched anything at all because
I watched the one trailer.
Me too. I think I'm gonna rewatch that trailer, the second one, but I won't watch anything else. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Go ahead and slap the like button. Please subscribe or let me know in the comment section what your favorite Christmas movies are. What's your favorite? If Christmas your favorite holiday, let me know in the comment section too. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And we're on this one, man. Peace. Yeah, my bones cracking and shit.